G'day guys, quick video for Dean regarding blow-by. Yes, blow-by is normal as a product of the engine operation. So as the fuel air mixture ignites, it pushes the piston down and some of that gas bypasses the rings. It also bypasses it on the way up when it compresses the fuel as unburnt fuel. Therefore you get this phenomenon here. So yes, Dean, it's normal. So yesterday I showed you guys a drop of oil in here. Now if you want to see the new Audis and Volkswagens choking on PCV stuff, Subaru seems to have this well within any tolerance. Now of course you can get faulty engines, and this is the way fuel not only gets oil not only gets consumed in the combustion process, but oil also, you can see here, gets consumed through here through the positive crankcase ventilation system. Yes, this is normal, and yes, this is a very high performance car. Now, I'm really happy to do all this before I go off to the tuner. Now, it doesn't look like I'm going to the tuner again, guys, because I'm now going to New Zealand for 10 days on Monday. So unless I can get to him in the next couple of nights, which could be a possibility, but I don't think so. I've got my kids from tomorrow on, so yeah. So let's go back to it again. Dean asked, is that normal on a new car? It's normal on every car. See, you're going to have gases bypassing the rings on the compression stroke, which is unburnt fuel, and on the combustion stroke, which is exploding fuel. Now, you're getting raw fuel and you're getting full uncleaned combustion gases into your oil. So that's why I say 4,000 Ks max. Okay, now I've done my oil before I close the workshop, but I do it every 3,000 or 4,000, not even. You know, you can smell it. You can smell when it's laden with fuel. Now, when people drive on a long trip and suddenly the oil level drops and they panic, the reason is, if the oil's not fairly new, it's diluted with raw fuel. When you hit the freeway, all that stuff gets burned off, right? And when it gets burned off, you can have a dramatic drop in fuel level, oil level, in most cars. So to finish this, I just mentioned in that last video about detonation, getting a Mishimoto oil, the oil cap separator. I believe that's the best one. My tuner recommended that one as well. We're both mechanics. I mean, we don't want to run pipes all over the car and stuff like that. I rather use the little tool to open the Mishimoto oil separator to fill up oil in the engine. Now, bearing in mind, it is a very simple thing that every car since the day dot has got PCV, positive crankcase ventilation. But, for example, BMW will heat an element to bring it back to a liquid and bring it down. Audi has all their known disasters with all that and all their stupid valves and all that. Now, the only thing that varies is on a turbocharged car, there's just a difference in the check system. So you don't want the turbocharger to be boosting back through these pipes into the engine block. Hello, how'd you go? Do you want to show my subscribers what you guys just did?
Yeah.
Okay, so they made a treasure map.
So Jonah and me made a treasure map.
Good boys.
We hid the treasure. These two.
And that way they made like the Goonies, where they line it up with the rocks in the Goonies, you know?
But there were no free rocks, so we just did bushes.
We'll use it on the beach because there's beach rocks.
Okay.
Here you go.
So we just did it bushes and we found treasure.
Cool. We'll go up now. So, yeah, guys, that's all normal. It is normal. Now, I mentioned in the previous one that I had, the silver one, you're going to get a drop of oil under most turbos. I certainly see new Mercedes-Benzes with it. It's very, very normal to have a little drop of oil under the turbo. But when you start boosting things up, especially on these as well, I've seen it, right? You're going to start getting this oil going in. All you need now is to put that oil there for that pipe to, there's no pressure there, so it's not going to blow off, but all you need, there's only crankcase pressure. All you need is to boost it up, and you're going to start seeing oil seeping out of everywhere, and that's how hoses and clamps keep coming off and start coming loose, and rubber gets perished. On the previous one, this thing popped straight off when I got it. okay, when I got it. So if you've got a cracked piston ring, like on all the Volkswagens and the Audis with the faulty engines, the engine might actually run quite smoothly and you're going to have a lot of blow-by. So that's a separate issue. Also, another separate issue is overfilling the oil and the crank shaft splashing around in the oil and possibly foaming it up. I've never really, we've had plenty of cars that people put 8 litres of oil in a Hyundai Getz and then we drain it out. But yeah, they're all different issues with the cars. But for Dean, PCV systems are very simple. The best thing for you to learn about it is to look at a regular Toyota Corolla, Nissan Pulsar, and you'll see a steel check valve on top of the intake manifold. And see, on Subarus, you've got 2 rocker covers. So you've got a double type PCV system coming up. But that's all right, he can sing. Anyway, so Dean, hope that helps. Yeah, it's all very normal. But as we said, once you start modifying the car, the PCV gets out of hand and it really causes problems. It looks like a terrible oil leak and it goes all over the suspension bushes and everything. So anyway, guys, thanks for your comments. And yeah, you want to check the oil? Okay, go. So check your oil, guys, and don't overfill your oil. Just have a look if the dot's covered in oil, the top dot.
Top dot is.
See, that's the Japanese. You know, now, the only good European car in these systems, the best are the French. They check it every time you start the car. People don't know it, though. But BMW, you can check the oil while the engine's running. But with the Mercedes, please observe the waiting period. People don't check their oil and they panic, and that's what happens. So you can see Subaru makes everything yellow that you need to touch. Okay?
So I can touch that.
Yeah.
And that.
Yeah.
And that yellow thing and that.
Yeah.
Oil and that thing there.
Anyway, Dean, check it out on.
And I can touch that.
Check it out on a friend's car. Go to a Toyota and you'll see on the rocker cover a little silver valve. That's the one-way check valve for the PCV. So, and when they block, one last thing, when the PCV blocks, right, you block the PCV off, the engine leaks oil out of all its seals, and that's another issue in the past. So people can diagnose oil leaks, but really it's just a little blocked valve up here, and then they change thousands of dollars of oil leaks. So beware of that, guys.